place is pretty amazing. I've never been in here before. Kevin recommended that I visit with you. He's not around, but I just needed a change of scenery. I've just been working so hard.
Is it Calvin? Where's Kevin? He usually comes in and checks on me.
Yeah, Kev went to the White House with ButtGhost to see the president. I wanted to tag along, but ButtGhost is going, so I decided to hold down the fort.
Oh, really? ButtGhost went to the White House, you say?
I doubt it. They probably went to get some donuts and coffee.
Let's chat. You don't ever come in here. Tell me about yourself. How did you come to work for the ButtGhost?
It's nothing crazy. I lost my job, and all the other dominoes started to fall down. And before you know it, I just got desperate enough that, I needed a gig that, would take care of me. And here I am.
Sorry to hear that, Calvin. Are you enjoying your time working with Kevin and the ButtGhost?
It's its ups and downs. Kevin's sure burnt out. But losing everything to where now I have some purpose and a place to take care of me, heck, I get by.
What do you think of the ButtGhost? How's it been working with him?
This is HR. This is confidential, right? You're not gonna snitch on me, are you?
Of course, Calvin. I'm not going to snitch on you. This is just a friendly meet and greet.
It's actually really fun. I work for a boss that doesn't know I exist. I work with a pretty cool coworker. I get to watch or edit a comedy all day.
Yes, sir. Sounds like you are living the dream.
What about you? What's your story, Connor?
Well, my story starts a long time ago. I have many stories I could tell for ages.
Maybe you could be a guest on my live stream someday. You could tell a story or two. That would really entice more viewership.
Possibly. So I have to ask, what's with the cat shirt?
Do you have a problem with my cat shirt also? ButtGhost hates this shirt for some reason. I just think cats are my spirit animal.
I see. Well, you're right about the ButtGhost. He does have an issue with cats. He has a tragic backstory, old scars, when he was younger, with the cats he cared for and loved. He doesn't talk about it much, but I think it still haunts him.
I'm not changing my shirt. If ButtGhost has the issues with it, he's just gonna have to deal with it. The shirt reminds me of their independent lifestyle. They're aggressive, no apologies. That's the energy I'm on. ButtGhost is all about it being a Debbie Downer.
Fair enough, sir. Fair enough. Just thought I'd try to help if you wanted to get in good with the ButtGhost. Wear a turtleneck.
Kev received those turtlenecks a long time ago for both of us. We both looked at it and we just laughed, and it's just neither one of us has that kind of fashion sense.
Understandable. Well, there is no dress code requiring you to wear the turtleneck. You're not in trouble. Just wanted to give you a heads up about the shirt.
Noted. I'll keep that in mind. I have to finish up with some work, and thanks for letting me drop on in.
Of course, sir. Don't be a stranger. Maybe I'll tell you more about my prior adventures when I was younger.
Sure thing. I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Steve, welcome to the White House. How are you, my friend? What have you brought me today?
I actually don't know. I was given from the devil, and I'm just here to deliver what is given to me.
Let me see what you have here, sir. Oh, the devil, he always is trying to get me to do new stuff, but I'm not like Sleepy Joe. This is his auto pin. I don't know if you realize this. This is the auto pin that you used to come sign your stuff for. Whenever the devil needed it, you use that auto pin. That's not how it works here, Steve. I thought you've learned this by now. This is my show.
Well, Biden had different roles and there's a different administration, but now that you're in power, I guess you've got your own way of doing things.
You better believe it, Steve. You know, Sleepy Joe let anything happen. We're making America great again, okay? You saw what I did in Venezuela, okay? Maduro ousted in a matter of hours, okay? Don't make me come down to Hell Incorporated and do the same thing. If you want to come in here and try to tell me how the old administration ran, you know, we're going to have a different situation, different conversation with the devil. Do I need to call your boss about this, Steve, or what's going on here?
Not at all, sir.
Okay, Steve. Anyway, so what has been Hell Incorporated about? You know, I haven't heard from you in a while. You know, I'm a busy man. You know, I cut you some time out, and just want to know how everything's been going down in the world.
Yeah, we're working on different deals, negotiations with different world leaders and big players in the world right now, and things are going great. Business is great.
That's great. It's great to hear. Just I know the devil always has that global warming agenda. I don't know if you saw what I did for you all recently. Got rid of that little auto off stupid button on those cars. Took care of it for you, Steve. I hope the devil appreciates that little win for him.
It was a big deal with Obama's administration. That was all he could talk about was global warming, but I guess you have different ways of doing things.
Yeah, global warming. The world gets warm. You know, you like my tan. Who likes? You know, it's good to be tan. You know. Hey, look, Steve. It's all about big oil. Okay, big oil is the future. All right, we need coal. We need oil. We need those resources. Steve? When are y'all gonna get me Greenland? I've been trying to get Greenland for a while. When are y'all gonna get that for me?
It's part of the devil's number one priority is to get to work with you at whatever you need, because you're one of the biggest clients that he has. So yeah, we're working on that. It's just going to take a little bit more time.
You see this picture here, right, Steve?
Yes, I do.
The previous administration put me through that, you know, and you were working with them. So you say I'm the biggest client, but it really feels like is whoever's sitting in this throne, this chair, this desk, that is your biggest client. Is that not correct, Steve?
Every 4 to 8 years, there's a different client because they're the president. And, for the last 4 years, you weren't the president. Now that you're the president, now you are the biggest client.
Steve, I was the president in 2020. I was elected. A fair election. It was robbed for me. They put the ballots in. I won, Steve. I've technically been president for 12 years. They stole those 4 years from me, and I'm not gonna lie, Steve. I was a little burned. I feel like y'all did sleep the Bidens a favor. You know, I think they do shady stuff, and you know, I know I hurt your boss's pal Hillary when I shot her out, but you know, she just wasn't a fit for the country.
Well, you should know this by now, but the idea is we work with individuals. We don't work with a whole population of people. Whatever happened in the election, we had nothing to do with it. We work with you. We work with, certain world leaders, big players, but we don't work with the whole population. So whatever happened, that's none of us.
Steve, don't even deny the deep state. I'm fully aware of it. I know you are always, I talk to Putin, Steve. You don't think I talk to Putin on a daily basis? I call him Vladdy. Vlad's told me what you've been doing over there. You're trying to sell me and Vlad against each other, trying to get me to go to Ukraine. I don't want to go with the Ukrainians, okay? Hey, I'm America first. Whoever gives me the most oil, the most reserves, as long as our country's great, that's all that matters.
I understand. You have your priorities, and I don't want to step on your toes. I'm just here to give you the file and see if there's anything that I can relay back to the devil.
So I got a question for you, because I've heard some rumors of the ButtGhost's son, or the devil's son, the ButtGhost. Is that his name?
What could you possibly need with him?
Well, to be honest with you, he's got in touch. And he asked for a meeting, and I was like, you know what? The devil, he's done me some favors, and I went ahead and called down and said, I told him you were coming up, so He's actually in the lobby. He's in the lobby right now, so I figured you could help the introduction.
He's in the lobby right now.
Oh yeah, he's in the back with his little cameraman. He seemed look, I talked to him on the phone for a little bit. He's a really nice guy. He talked your praises. He said that you would vouch for him, and I'm glad to hear that. I've dealt with you, Steve, 4 years ago. I could trust your values, so I'm glad you vouched for him. But I'll tell you, Steve, I'll tell you right now, if this conversation doesn't go well, you might have to question where you sit in this office. You might not be sitting here anymore.
He has nothing to do with me. I don't want you to associate you, ButtGhost, with me. He's just don't meet with him, please. Just leave him out of this whole thing. Work with me, work with, the devil, but leave him out of it. Why do you want to meet with him?
Steve, I am the leader of the free world. I will meet who I want to meet with. I am President Trump. I am the king of America. This is everything I want. Whatever I need, you act like I don't have all the power. You are nothing but a peon in this office. You might have gotten this way with Biden, and I'm giving you a break because you did deal with Sleepy Joe. You don't know how to talk to a president. But this is not how things work around here. So I hope you understand that when I say your career is bordering on him, we'll see how he goes. But he's probably a great guy. He's probably a great guy. He told me he had a picture of me in his office.
Everybody idolizes you. That's why you shouldn't meet with him. He's just too obsessed with you. It's just not the greatest opportunity to. Just anybody else. Is there anybody else that I could pull in anybody else for you to meet with? Why ButtGhost? Like you just find someone, please.
Oh, hold on, Steve. Hold on. Yep, he's here. Oh, Steve, he's coming in. ButtGhost, come on in, Steve. Why don't you come around here? Stand by me like my right-hand man while I talk to ButtGhost.
Oh, Kevin, Kelly, we're here, man.
It's kind of a weird feeling being in the White House. It's crazy.
I'll be honest, when I told you that, the other day that I didn't make a phone call and called in a lot of favors. I got it. I got in,
It's wild because, when you talk about Elon and Jeff Bezos, I'm never around, to actually, so this is a good feeling.
Yeah, his secretary said I could bring my own film crew and everything, and I explained to her, I was like, look, I said, Steve, I sold on Steve's name. I was like, I heard Steve was coming up here, and I was like, hey, I'm basically Steve's boss, and I need to meet with the president. I got some great ideas, I saw in the news he took out that Maduro guy, and I think Trump likes oil, so I'm like, I'm gonna pitch him the idea. What about Iran? What about, go after their oil? That's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he bites on it.
Well, it would be good to, set up a new studio in the Oval Office. That would be pretty awesome if you actually did win him.
Oh yeah, I think this is great. I'm glad you're with me, Kevin. I know we've had some. You said haven't brought you anywhere, but I hope this shows you this is what working with the ButtGhost gets you. You get into the president's office. I know we're just in the waiting room right now, but if we're one step away. The free leader is on the other side of that door right there.
I still can't believe it. It's crazy.
So your friend Travis, we were coming. Hope you let your faith at home.
Yeah, Travis is, I guess, going to be old news if, you work out a thing with President Trump. That would be crazy.
This is gonna make Dad proud. I just know it. I'm gonna get everything I deserved. I told you, playing with the billionaires, that was small potatoes. We're going to the king. We're kissing the ring.
You weren't kidding. You might even get Taylor Swift.
Oh, let's not mention that, she didn't vote for him. Kids, why? You notice I didn't bring the magazine. We're keeping that on the DL a little bit,
I guess you're right on that. I heard about Taylor Swift not being a Trump fan, so you're probably playing it safe on that.
I didn't bring anything, Kevin. Should I bring a gift?
Oh, yeah, maybe you could, just say he's the greatest and, he loves his ego stroked. I mean, you could give him the gift of, words of affirmation.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's got the great hair and this amazing tan. I mean, God, you think I'd be tanner working at Hell Incorporated, but, Dad's always on this global warming thing, and I heard he did this whole turned off that push button thing. Maybe he did that for me. You think maybe he heard that the ButtGhost needed a little help?
Maybe he knows about the global warming, giving it to that file to you, and he's trying to help you out. I guess. Maybe Connor? I don't know.
Oh, you think Connor came through, huh? I bet he did. Connor's a good guy. Oh, nurse. All right. Oh. Yeah, ButtGhost and Kevin, right here. All right, we're up. Let's go.